Hey guys, so this is week 15, day one. Last week was another challenging week. It was excruciatingly painful. This morning was painful. Last week I was only able to do one workout for the Positively Unstoppable Challenge, unfortunately, and the rest of the week was a bust. Fatigue, IBS, subluxation, they all literally, it was like a truck ran me over. It was tough. It was dark, and I was scared that I was going to have those dark moments again, and this was super dark. A lot of frustration in there, and when people tell you don't get angry, don't get upset, sometimes you kind of have to release it, so that it doesn't build up to that point that it did last week. And just a lot of negativity and all that. And today was a different day. It was the subluxation pain is, I did feel it in my arm today when I was doing, because I did two workouts, so that's a good thing. My body did have a little bit of time to rest, but that wasn't the only thing that was positive. What was positive is I was able to do the mountain climbers. I did feel a little bit of a strain here in my arm again, but I did the mountain climbers. I was really excited. I did, standing split again with no blocks, no chairs. So that was pretty positive. I was able to move my neck. So I was excited about that, but I was able to do two workouts. So I'm pleased with that, even though my stomach is all kinds of effed up. It's feeling a little bit better finally now. Let's see about the morning. And the mornings have been a lot harder than I've ever had in my life. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. But for today, I ended my day on a good note. I ended my day with two workouts, which was Energy 2.0 and Red Hard Core 2.0, because I'm coming to the end almost of my beginner. Doing the Positively Unstoppable Challenge, but I'm also working with the app, at the same time. That's what I'm doing. So as far as levels go, I got below the belt 2.0 again this week, which I pushed off from today because I need a little bit more time for that one, and more pauses, definitely, so I could really get through it like a champ, But I wanted to, do this accountability video the way I always do. However, I'm always talking about subluxation and IBS and all that stuff. And, I mentioned the chiropractor, who's just wonderful. And without him, I wouldn't be able to walk because of all the pain that I get from subluxation. However, I wanted to show you something that was like a miracle for me, because I was in intense pain. I'm always like this. And the stress, when you're stressed, whether it's anger or any other kind of stress, for me, it hits my stomach, but it also hits my shoulders, my head and shoulders, my head, neck, and shoulders. And, that's why I got to go all the time, because it just builds, and it's like if someone's just twisting it. It's really nasty. And the headache I had yesterday was unbelievable. But let me tell you something. This I got on Amazon. It is a muscle roller stick, and this is a godsend, because if you don't have anybody, you can, it's kind of hard to do it on your own, especially if you have, a little bit of weakness or pain. But if you're able to do it, and especially on your knees, not your knees, your leg or something like that, this is unbelievable. This bad boy is on Amazon, and it is unbelievable. The knots that it got out in my muscles, usually I use it here, but I didn't realize that my trap muscles in the back and a little bit below were even more knotted. And once I was able to use this, the knots went away. I still had a headache last night, but this morning I woke up and I was able to move my neck. And you can go to the chiropractor all you want, but sometimes you need even more. I always say that you need more. Essential oils help. This helps. Obviously, I found that out when I really got into those muscles. I mean, you can use a ball too, a tennis ball, and you can lay on it and stuff. They have those kinds of exercises and those little massage techniques on YouTube and all that stuff. But it's so important. And I haven't gotten a massage in years, probably 10 years. I used to get massages at this sports place, and they really got into those knots. So I didn't have as many problems, but I just can't afford it. So this is the next best thing. I'm telling you, you get this on, I think Modell's has them, but Amazon has them, and that's where I got this one for I think it was like 16 bucks, something like that. But it's one of those things that from what I realized, I don't use enough, because I do have a foam roller, and that helped a lot with my leg and my hip area that I was having a lot of trouble with. So I got the knots out of that, so I don't have that trouble anymore, because that really helped. But there's the upper part of my back, and I'm going to use the foam roller as well there. Man alive, this will help. So that's the reason I was even able to do my exercise today. Thank goodness. So on that note, you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will check in with you later this week.